Welcome to Tarot Tuesday for the week of December 2nd. This is for Scorpio. Scorpio, you are in your post-shadow, and we're doubling down in post-shadow season of our last Mercury retrograde just ended over this last weekend, so still got these hiccup delays in communication, transportation, technology, followed by next week we are going to have Neptune go direct. So Neptune is going to really lift this fog that might have been over us the last few months. And the biggest player of this week that we have is a full moon in Gemini on the 4th. So Scorpio, Gemini is also not necessarily like your favorite energy to be in, but it's really asking you to be honest with where you are, where you end and others begin, yeah? And where can we be honest with that? But also just this time of year is meant for us to really connect with, the sun, at least in the Northern Hemisphere, is not out as long, and so therefore the world is not being warmed as much. So yeah, at least in the Northern Hemisphere, we have shorter days, meaning cooler moments, and what warms us is actually the people in our lives. So just wanting to be sure we know where we end and those people begin, and who are those people that we like to have as mirrors in our lives. Yeah? Okay, so for Sag season, I'm using the Enchanted Map deck. It is my most blunt deck, so you might like the directness of this card set, yeah? Okay, here we go. Rock bottom. Rock bottom, it's right side up, so at least we know that this is as low as it can go, Scorpio. And so Scorpio, the main message of rock bottom is, okay, so you're here, you know what low looks like, you know where you don't want to be. The only way is up. As long as you don't struggle and fester in this rock bottom, you can grieve it, take your time, take whatever time you need, but know that when you hit rock bottom, that is the message. The message is that, like, this is as low as this is the boundary of how low you want to go, all right? Because yeah, you're coming at it from a wide open place. So your season was wide open, dreamy, retrograde Neptune in Pisces, wide open to experience the world as the world is your oyster. And let's see where the rock bottom came in. Home. Unfortunate. Scorpio, I'll also say that what I've seen a lot in the collective lately, and it's it's a theme of fall that we are releasing, we're shedding things, but wintertime, I am noticing a grief, a heaviness in the collective, regardless of if, not like necessarily just a death in the family or anything, grieving their careers, grieving a partnership, grieving a lifestyle. Like, there is just grief. So you might be feeling and living in that grief, but home is your homeostasis in your body. So Scorpio, if you are feeling grief in your body, then just, feel through it so that you can come back to a space of feeling more at home in yourself. Education. There is something out there for you to learn from all of these situations that we're experiencing in your reading right now. And so, because education, it could be school. If you really want to go back and learn something, if it's not in a school, if it's a certificate, if it's a workshop, whatever, do whatever feeds you. But this education card is also speaking to your learned experience living every day. If you don't learn something new every day, you are not growing, evolving. And what I was suggesting to somebody else is that, how some people have a gratitude journal that they write in at the beginning or the end of their day to just remind themselves of the abundance in their life. This could be a moment where you start a notebook that is specifically just, what was the thing that I learned today? You'll find that you learn like deep body knowings throughout the day all the time. You might learn something Like, so my example was that a kid only needs to touch a hot pot once before they learn that they shouldn't touch that hot pot. So it could be something along the lines of that you can just physically learn a new thing for your body because your body is learning and growing every day. So it might not do the same things it used to do, but at least you're learning something new. Yeah? All right, well, that's what I have for you, Scorpio. Happy post shadow, happy December, and I'll see you next week. Bye.